I'll also be at Speaker's Corner this Sunday, in case any of you think you're good enough and smart enough and loud enough to take down the Dizzle. Bring your ladders.
This also talks about Jesus. How many people believe that the Jesus in this book is the same, the same Jesus we have in the Bible? Are there any here who believe that? Who believe that Jesus or that Isa of the Quran is the same that we find in the Bible? Here we go. Here's another question. How many people believe that the God, Allah of this book, is the same God of the God that we worship named Yahweh in the Bible? Are there any here that believe we share the same God? Well, after today, we're going to show you that we don't share the same God. Because we have some problems with the God of this book. We've got some problems here with the God of the Quran. And I've got a good friend here from America, David Wood. Let's give him a hand, David Wood.
Don't worry, we will have serious questions for David today. If he's willing to answer them. Hi, David.
We are good friends. He debates Muslims all over the world. He is now on the ladder here, and he's going to ask some questions concerning this book, the Quran. We're going to look and unpack the verses, and then we're going to ask Muslims how they respond. So Muslims, stay front and center. We want to hear your response. Go ahead. David.
How's it going, everyone?
Can you speak up? Can you speak up?
Speak up! Jumping, speak up! Back in the day. How's it going, everyone?
Can't hear you! Can't hear you!
Trying to strip me out. I know what you're doing. Come on.
Can't hear you!
Louder!
If you keep quiet, you can hear him.
This is London, mate.
That's how people keep quiet.
This is London. This is London, mate.
We're gonna make
This is not Texas.
simple points here. My Muslim friends all tell me. They all tell
If you don't speak loud, you are unwelcome.
tell me that they have a high view of God.
Do you like
they have a
Coca-Cola?
high view of Jesus, and that Christians have a corrupt view of
me,
God.
where
and
is
a corrupt
McDonald's?
view
Why does
of
your God
Jesus.
kill babies?
And
1
it's this
Samuel
attitude
15.
of superiority.
Your God sanctions the killing
When we
of
look at
babies
the Quran,
and
we
children.
get an entirely
1 Samuel
different
15.
perspective.
Why is your God a killer of babies in 1 Samuel 15?
Actually, our good friend Paul Williams here
I
has
know
done
you,
a
friend. I
perfect
don't look
introduction to our topic. He has condemned the teachings of the Bible.
Why does your God
problem
kill
is,
babies?
when
1
we
Samuel
open the
15.
Quran,
And
Allah
children, and
affirms
innocent
the
women,
scriptures of
and
the
innocent
Christians and the
animals.
Jews.
Okay, did you all hear his
Why do
point?
you not have a high view of God?
The point is, and I'll just repeat what he's saying, if you don't like the Bible, if you don't like the God that is there, why is it that the Quran affirms the Bible? Now, David, help us here. Where are those verses that affirm our Bible? Let's see if the Quran does affirm the Bible. Do you have a verse?
Yes, I do. It's a very interesting passage, Surah 5, verse 43 of the Quran. Surah 5,
We are
verse
born in
43.
sin.
What about 1 Samuel 15?
All right, we will
Why does your God kill babies?
Surah 5, verse 43 of the Quran. Our
Okay,
friends
folks, listen, Muslims, keep quiet while we read from your Quran.
Don't you respect it?
This is your Quran. You keep quiet while we read from
This is
it.
Speaker's Corner, my friend.
Surah 5, Ayah 43.
Why does your baby, why
Here
does
we
your
go,
God kill
David.
babies?
But how do they come to you for decision while they have the Torah, that's the Torah, in which is the plain decision of Allah. Yet even after that, they turn away, for they are not believers. Notice, this is talking to Muhammad.
Why does your God
This is
kill
talking
babies?
to Muhammad. It's your God. It's your God. Your God. We know this is Muhammad because verse 42 says, "Oh Muhammad." So he's saying to Muhammad,
Answer the question.
repeat it again, Jay. What is it saying to Muhammad? This verse certifies the Quran says to Muhammad, why are Jews coming to you for judgment when they have the Torah? There you go. They have the Torah and they don't need you, Muhammad. They have the Torah. So the Jews have the Torah. The Quran is very clear that it is perfectly okay for Jews to go to it.
Why does your God order killing the baby?
Instead of
What
preaching
about us as
Christianity, what they are, they
Christians? Is there any reference?
The reasoning from the Quran showing the corruption of the Quran. The Bible is the word of God. The Bible is the word of God.
All of you Muslims, including Paul Williams, condemn the Torah and the Gospel. What does the Quran say? Let the people of the Injil, are you listening? No, this is a Quran. About the Quran. Here we go, folks. We're reading the Quran. The Muslims don't want us reading the Quran. Paul Williams, a devout Muslim, has been condemning since he's been here. Why does he do it?
Do you want an answer?
What kind of God?
Do you want an answer to your question, David Wood?
David! He wants us to answer.
You're right.
Violent verses in the Old Testament.
Let me respond to your questions.
Do you go to the Old Testament?
Excuse me. If you are brave enough to have a dialogue rather than a monologue on the air, that is enough. This is enough.
You go to Jesus, don't you?
Do you see? He acknowledges me and then guess what? He turns to his buddy. I am in front. Am I going to go in front like this? He can hear me very well. So why don't you ask him to have a very nice dialogue?
Be careful what you do!
Look. He always I am going to respond to his questions, and I will ask him some questions of my own as well.
Well, that's fair, but what do you think?
No, I am first going to respond to the questions he made.
They're all dead. What happened to them? What happened to them? They're all dead. What happened to them? The answer, according to the Quran. David. Did you all hear the question?
Why do your God kill babies?
Were there Muslim
Why does your God
followers
kill
of Jesus?
babies?
After Jesus was
Innocent
taken up.
people,
The Jesus that the Muslims just booed was a prophet of God according to Islam. And every Muslim agrees with that.
Why does your God command you, David, to kill babies?
Because they're booing themselves. Yeah. But we know that every Muslim must believe that Jesus was a Muslim, right?
Yes.
Right? You all agree that?
But why did your God
Jesus, according to you
answer the
Muslims,
question that he asked now? The question that he asked earlier.
Jesus also had
Tell them with words.
Did you hear the second part of what
Why
David
does your
said?
God say kill
If
babies?
Jesus
David,
was
why
a
does your
Muslim,
God,
did he
David
not
Wood,
also
say
have
kill
Muslim
innocent
followers?
people?
Yes,
Why
he
does
did,
your
right?
God,
They all agree. Can you shake my hand?
Yes,
You don't want to shake my
Why
hand?
does your
Shake my
God,
hand.
David
You
Wood,
don't want to shake my hand.
innocent children?
They don't like shaking my hand.
David, I think you acknowledged that I was
The
in
camera said
the
they
audience.
There were Muslim followers at the time of Jesus, right?
Yes.
Okay, what's the question, David? What happened to them? We have no record.
I'll tell you what happened to them.
We have no record.
I'll tell you what happened to them. I'll tell you what happened to them.
The record.
I'll tell you what happened to them.
What happened?
They're all in Guantanamo Bay.
Are they?
They're all in Guantanamo Bay.
Why does your
Jesus
God
original Muslim followers.
Why does
These
your
were
government kill
followers
Muslims?
during the time of
Here we go,
David.
Why
So
does your
what you're
government
saying
support
is,
terrorism?
if there were Muslim followers of Jesus,
Why does your government
where
support
are they
terrorism?
mentioned?
Why does your
Where
government
is there
support
any
terrorism?
reference to Muslim followers of Jesus?
Terrorism.
It says they're in Guantanamo Bay.
Why do you support terrorism, David Wood?
Don't even take
Why do you support terrorism?
But are you people listening to this?
David Wood?
Are you all listening listening to this?
Yes. David.
What happened to the Muslim followers of Jesus?
David. Can you see me? Now. Hello, David. David, I'm here.
If you follow one of Jesus,
Where do you get this? David, hold on, David.
David. David.
Saying that the Quran tells us that Allah deceived them.
Suddenly, he's not interested anymore.
Children, Allah, according to the
Suddenly,
Quran,
he doesn't even see me
the
anymore.
Muslim followers of Jesus. Christians, do you believe that Jesus died on the cross? No! 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 You Christians! No!
Yes! Yes! David!
Died on the cross!
excuse me, which cross? King cross or Cherry cross?
Jesus died on the cross according to Christianity. No! According to the Quran, according to Islam, according to Muhammad.
I need to follow my insurance then.
We get that view.
Why the Roman
Where did Christians get that view, Muslims? Since he did not die in the Quran, since he did not die in the Quran, according to Surah 4, ayah 157, where did you Christians get the view that Jesus died?
He's ignoring
Where did it come from?
Can you kill your son?
The answer, according to Islam, is that Allah tricked Jesus' followers into believing that he died.
Nonsense!
Every follower of Jesus.
What a nonsense, David! Do you want a response to your so-called reading of the Quran?
Yes. Was his mother there? Yes, she was. She know her son. She have known her son for 33 years. Would she not have known who was on the cross?
Could you ask David that I am going to respond to his question? Go and ask him. Somehow he can't see with his glasses anymore. Go on, Douglas.
Why does your God put on the cross?
Go and ask him. No, go and ask him. I will respond. I am willing.
1 Samuel 15, look it up in your Bible.
Suddenly, David Wood doesn't even acknowledge that I'm here anymore.
Hey, excuse me.
Your holy book.
Can you see me? Is it blind? Oh, I have to go like, hold on, I am going to respond, God willing, to the accusation. So why is he afraid to even hear this?
Nobody's afraid.
He is sitting.
Listen.
If I had a letter, he won't even hear him talking this nonsense.
And David, you know why I like this subject? Because it's the foundational to everything we believe. We're talking about Jesus. We're talking about the crucifixion. We're talking about God.
Guess what?
And we're talking about the nature of God.
Now we're trying to ask
Surah 4, ayah 157. And because of their saying, we kill the Messiah,
My name is not important. I'm a Muslim.
the messenger of Allah.
I'm a gypsy.
I'm a Muslim.
I'm a gypsy and I'm a gypsy.
Would you like to ask your friend over there to have a civilized intellectual discussion?
Muhammad's interpretation of that verse, Muhammad said that
That's why they ignore it.
despised someone else. This is a parenthesis. This is a parenthesis. Which means it's not part of the
David!
Muslims are trying to help us.
Suddenly he's deaf to
Shall we read it?
why is he suddenly, can't even see me anymore? Would you like to tell him to have a discussion?
This is what Muhammad taught. The resemblance
About
of
the
this
concept of God that he's now saying
was
in the
put
Quran.
over another man, and they killed that man. And those who differ therein are full of doubts. They have no certain knowledge. They follow nothing but conjecture, for surely they killed him not.
Talking about you and
So, exactly, where did we get the idea? Where did we get the belief that Jesus died Okay, here we go, David. So what you're saying is that Allah is deceiving the Christian. And Allah is deceiving Mary, who knew herself 33 years. Allah is deceiving John, who was with him for 3 years. It is Allah who is deceiving the Muslim followers of Jesus. And that's not us saying it. That's the Quran saying it. Why does Quran saying it?
Can you see me now, David? Do I have to be any closer than that?
False religion.
David! Hello, David!
Already, we see.
Shut up!
Does this bother you?
Shut up! I can even tell him, like, David, I've got the response. And guess what David does? He doesn't even look at me.
David, answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Jay Smith, answer the question.
Did you see that?
No, shut up. Why does your God say kill? Kill. Kill babies. Kill women! Kill children!
You know
why does your God say
all the slogans in the air and not being able to have a discussion with them?
Do you believe in a killer God, David?
Could Muhammad do that?
Why does your God say kill? Why does your God say kill babies?
Could Muhammad do that?
Kill children.
We know that he resuscitated the dead. Could Muhammad do that? No. So he's a pretty big prophet, isn't he? In fact, gospel judged by what Allah hath revealed therein. Which part of that do you not believe? Which part of that?
Brother, I don't believe it. I have returned. See now if David Wood is brave enough to now have a reasonable discussion.
Voice is shot, brother.
Oh, when your voices was just started, why did you not continue speaking with me?
Talk when it started.
Of course you did. I have come in front of you. You're so afraid. You're so afraid, David. David, be a man enough of integrity and less of a discussion. No, less of a debate. You came to speak as scholar to do what? To do what?
To speak, and we spoke.
No, you came to speak with the Muslims, didn't you?
What was God doing at that time?
That's what you mentioned, right? In your blog. And now when a Muslim is coming to speak to you, guess what? It's time to go. It's time to go.
No. And he's going to do it at the time. Why do you come when my voice is straight?
No, I came when you just started. And you, it's on my record, David. David, it's on the record. Yes? Do you want me to put this up on the web? I asked you and insisted you to have a dialogue. Guess what?
There's no need for the dialogue.
Set it up on a stage.
Why? Remember, one more question. Remember the debate we had last time you came? Where is that video? You are going to put it up.
Have your own program.
Answer the question. David, ask him the question. What you've been asking?
Where is this video?
Ask him.
Why did you not put this video up?
You couldn't hear anything. It was
really such a wonderful camera that you had. They didn't hear anything. So you think these
David, were humiliated by that?
Really?
Let's have it right here.
If you really think,
set it up on stage.
hang on, let's debate right now.
Set it up on stage. Anytime, any place.
You have your voice left,
I'll be
David.
here until Friday.
Excuse me, David, right now.
Wait. This gentleman, when he introduced you, he said, this man, he's from America, he's blah, 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 and he is here to answer your questions, right?
No, I said we're going to do a great discussion.
Yes, and you are here to answer our questions.
I didn't ask her any questions.
Right?
We did that. I don't remember saying that. I don't understand what the dispute about. He's saying he wants a dialogue.
David, let's debate the subject now.
He's going to be here till Friday. Set it up. You can
let's do it here now.
Continue on.
Why
David,
did you come here then? You just said he was
you
here
know
to answer questions.
Let's go back.
You don't have to be on the ladder. You can come down and speak to me. Do you see this? Do you see?
You want to listen to you?
Do you see this?
No.
Is this a sign of someone who's able to debate?
That we look at the type of God. Let's look at the two kinds of gods we have here. David, don't yell. Just tell me. I'll take what you say. Okay? I'll be your mouthpiece for today. The God of the Bible does that to time and space, does he not?
He's a very aggressive Christian.
Does the Quranic law God do that?
From here. Aren't you? Are you going to record me? Okay, record me.
In Surah 20, he does, doesn't he?
He doesn't refuse.
For 10 to 14. So there's a problem even in the Quran concerning whether God can enter time and space. Yeah, in order, according to the Hadith, according to Muhammad,
Jay, excuse me.
Allah has
why don't you come off your ladder and I'll have a debate with Smith?
No. What is that? Why?
Okay, so that already shows that there's a limitation. That also shows that he can come down to the different heavens.
I have a question for you, David. I have a question for you.
Why?
I have a question for you. Take that opportunity now to learn something about Islam. I have a question about the very concept of God that you have in Christianity. And I would like to ask you, because you're a man of philosophy, you're a man of intellect and knowledge. Now tell me, what makes you believe that God is one being three persons, and that is not, and that is not.
20 years.
Hang on, you see? Let me finish.
Because you haven't answered this question 20 years.
What makes you?
Concept of God in Islamic Christianity.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You're a broken record every
Look
week.
at that.
For
Look at
20
that.
years you ask the same question. But you would like to have a debate.
And for 20 years you haven't answered this question.
We got here trying to change the subject.
Unfortunately, David.
We like the subject we're on, aren't we?
Why? Are you uncomfortable to speak about your God?
Something that's even more topical.
Did you not say when you start? Look, I've all in my video. Did you not say about the concept of God?
Debate after debate. If you'd like
Listen.
to debate it, set it up.
Listen.
We're talking about a topic.
David, why are you so afraid to discuss it now?
Mansoor,
Why are you so afraid to discuss it
you
now?
asked the same question for 20 years.
Yes.
But go do a debate with him.
David,
Exactly.
you come to speak with the Muslims, and guess
very
what?
quickly.
You're so afraid to even to have a dialogue.
Doing this week.
at this
Tomorrow, folks, David is going to be doing a debate here in London. And what's the topic on?
Do you see that? An American comes from America to debate
Jesus
Muslims.
and Muhammad.
He's so much
I'm
enthusiastic
gonna
to
be-
come to
I'm
speak
gonna
his
be
corner,
Sammy's
and then
attorney,
when he's an
okay?
opportunity,
I'm going to try to take his side.
oh, set it up, set it up.
He's leaving
Well,
us
let's do
not
that
in a
right now.
position to
Let's
answer
prepare
any
you.
questions. Anyway.
Folks, come to, and it's at Imperial, right? Imperial College, London. You got to RSVP, you got to send an email. It's going to be at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, Imperial We want as many Muslims there as possible. You're going to be there, I hope. Why?
He's not a Muslim.
Don't worry about him. This is more important.
I'm asking him a question. He's not willing to answer any.
He's not coming. He says he's going to
Do you
answer.
see that? Comes from America.
let's go ahead and do this.
To come to speak his
Is
corner, discuss
Muhammad
with
or
Muslims,
is
and look at
Jesus
him.
the greater?
He now debates with his friend Jay
Jesus,
Smith.
obviously.
He's not even willing to have a discussion
He
with
is.
Muslims.
Well, how do you know? Of course he is. Well, Muhammad did a lot more than Jesus. Muhammad created.
You know what?
theocratic
Why don't you
state.
go home
Jesus could
and have a
not.
conversation
Muhammad
between
got
yourself?
Married, had progeny.
If you come to speak his
Jesus
corner,
could not.
then have a discussion
Muhammad
with a
had a
Muslim.
beard and had a great voice and was able to lead a people through the Exodus. Jesus could not. So how
Jesus
can you
had a
tell me
beard too, you
that
idiot.
Jesus is greater than Muhammad? Whether you go to the Christian scriptures or the Muslim scriptures, Jesus is far greater than Muhammad. No, hold on a minute. Even in the Quran, it's very clear
No point.
that Jesus only does it in the
You know
power
what?
of Allah. Look, if you Jesus could not do it in his own power.
I thought
Jesus has a miraculous
you had something to talk about, David.
a miraculous middle through all the miracles, a miraculous end.
Listen.
God doesn't let him die.
He
Muhammad,
came very
normal birth,
enthusiastically to come to speak
normal
his
middle,
corner, to have a
middle,
discussion with the
can't
Muslims.
perform miracles,
When
dies
Muslims come
killed by a
forward,
Jewish woman,
guess what?
dies at the hands of a Jewish woman.
He is not willing
That's
anymore
Muhammad.
because his
so
friend
you're
tells him
saying
not
in
to.
all areas of his life, Jesus, according to the Quran, is superior
Yes.
to Muhammad.
Yes.
You seem to say that, and you're saying that from the Quran.
Yes.
Now, folks, do you all agree with him?
No.
Is not Muhammad the final prophet? Is he not the greatest of all prophets?
15 minutes ago,
Same
what did
thing
you say?
happened
You
with
asked
James
everybody here,
White.
Jesus is dead.
Not
This is
willing.
the cross.
James White
And
was
all
there.
they
Never
all
mind,
said
you're not
yes.
there.
And after that, 5 minutes later after that, you said Jesus, God didn't save Muhammad. So what's the difference between Muhammad dies and Jesus died?
on the
Well, according to your Quran, there's quite a difference.
You're contradicting yourself.
According to your
You
Quran,
just
in
contradicted
Surah
yourself.
3, Ayah 46, Jesus could speak from the cradle. Could Muhammad do that?
Answer my
According to
question.
Surah
Answer my
19,
question.
Ayah 20, Jesus was
answer your
born a
question.
miraculous birth. Was Muhammad born miraculously?
No, we all
According
agree.
to Surah 3, Ayah 49,
Answer my
in the
question.
power of Allah,
Moses
could create out of nothing.
miracles.
Muhammad
Answer my
created anything.
Did God
Did
save
Muhammad
Jesus?
do any miracle?
Save Jesus.
Show me one miracle Muhammad did. Nothing. Do we know of any miracle that he did?
Yes, do you want to know?
Here it is.
Do you want to know, Jason? Do you want to know?
You want to know?
Lovely Arabic text here. That's Muhammad's.
Do you want to know the
So let me
miracles?
ask you.
And now he's going to
That
ask
is a
him.
miracle.
Yeah, learn
Is it
from
as good
him.
as the Bible? Now tell me what's wrong with the Quran. It's got to be good. It's the best piece of literature ever written.
Jay,
It has never been
Jay,
surpassed.
are you going to
Show
sort
me a
of
surah
speak
like it.
between yourself or
Show
engage a
me a
Muslim?
surah
with
like
you?
it. Yes, we're here together.
Right.
We're here
So are you
together.
going to engage with
And
a
we
Muslim?
like talking together, don't
Yeah.
we?
Right.
So let me ask you, David. Show me a surah that can be better than his
Then why are we here then?
Yeah. Ask him and answer him. Yeah.
Don't play a child. Don't play a child. The moment you stood up,
You said you wanted to debate.
Let me speak.
You said you wanted to debate.
Allow me to speak
I'm
first.
saying if you want to,
Let me speak first.
Set it up.
You came here and you were introduced. You were introduced that you will answer questions. Guess what?
Exactly.
Not only were you making false accusations about Islam, which now a Muslims like myself have come now to respond to you, you were not even willing to hear me.
It's late, it's dark.
Not now. The moment you started.
Find a location. I'm here all week.
Now
David,
it's dark.
I'm
listen.
here all week.
Now it's dark.
Put it on a stage.
David,
Put it on a stage so people can come.
have you forgotten what I
Put
said?
it
Put it on a stage, he said.
You don't
Put it
remember.
on a
You don't
stage.
remember.
Put it on a stage.
When you was
I'm here all week. Put it on a stage.
David,
Get a location.
Very
listen.
simple.
The
Very
moment you
simple.
started, when you
Very
were
right here,
simple.
right now, my voice is shot.
David,
I'm saying put it on a stage.
David.
I've been yelling for the past hour and a half. Put it on a
David,
stage.
listen. The moment you started, was it dark? It wasn't dark. I came then to speak to you. You were not
You
willing.
and 20 of your friends were all yelling at the same time at me.
Pathetic, Christian. Is this an argument?
Safety. He didn't even answer his
Just lower
question.
your
Look.
voice. You will not
He's
have a
not
problem with
even
your
Muslim,
voice, and you lower his voice, and you engage right now. Just like that.
Very good.
Just
Are
like
you willing?
On what?
Now we have some questions.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Go ahead.
Here.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. As a Muslim, I would like
On
to
the
know.
topic, you're going to change the topic.
Hang on. You
said you had questions about
you
the topic.
brought, you
Exactly.
brought about
Exactly.
Islam and Christianity.
Yeah, so you're
Yes,
just
yes.
you're gonna talk about the topic or not? You said
Listen.
you had questions about a topic.
Listen,
Go ahead.
listen.
What questions do you have about the topic?
Patience.
Okay.
The difference between us and you is that we are Muslims and you're a Christian. The core of our belief is the Quran and the Bible, or Jesus to you, right? So, what differentiates between you and me is the concept of our God and what God gives us in terms of how we should live and so on and so forth, what awaits for us. Right. So,
Can I point out one more difference?
hang on. There are
Point out
lots.
one more difference.
there
I
are-
agree with the difference
Go
that you
ahead.
just made. I will point out one more difference, right? I agree we have a difference in the concept of God and a difference in what our religion
this.
requires.
Record this.
One more difference, which was the basis of the entire presentation really, one more difference is that your book affirms our book. Our book does not affirm your book. So we are not bound to follow what you teach and what you believe, but you are bound to believe that what we are taught is revelation from God. And therefore, what you are left with is, since you affirm our book, you affirm our concept of God and your concept of God, which, as you pointed out, disagree. You affirm our beliefs about what we're supposed to do and your own beliefs, which contradict each other, and therefore your religion self-destructs. If my book is the word of God, yours is false because it contradicts my book. If my book is not the word of God, your book is false because it contradicts my book. Either way, if my book is the word of God, your religion is false. If my book's not the word of God, your religion is false. Either way, your religion is false. Therefore, Islam is false. Get a new religion.
First of all of these things that you said is based on an assumption that our book confirms your book.
Yeah, it does.
Where does the Quran even say that the book that you have in your hands, that it affirms? Hang on, I'm not finished. First of all, hang on. Surah 5:43 doesn't say the Bible, you should believe in the Bible. The Quran
It says the gospel.
not on my eyes, right? Not on my eyes, because you're putting on my eyes. Right. The Quran talks about the Torah and the Injil.
Yeah.
What you have is more than the Torah and the Injil.
Okay.
Isn't it?
What's actually the Injil? Because I'm commanded to judge by it.
Listen, you're just talking about the same thing that you talked about and not even listening. What I wanted to talk about, very first thing, is about the concept of God. Because and listen, don't laugh, we have David, it's my turn to speak. It's my turn. Don't say no. Listen, David, listen. If you are a believer in Christianity, you have a concept of God.
Listen, look what just happened, right?
Excuse me, and I
We
my
bring
turn
up
to
a
speak.
topic. He says he wants to respond to the topic. We had a very
The
clear,
topic-
very plain
No,
topic.
he's gonna talk
the
about himself.
Quran affirms the
Talk.
Bible, and then he turns and
This is
says,
ridiculous, isn't
"Let's
it?
change it and talk about the concept of God. I don't want to talk about that." Well, then you didn't want to talk about the topic. You just pulled me aside in order to change the
The
topic.
topic that you had discussed over there, it ranged from the concept of God, it talked about what God has sent and the revelation that contains, from God, all of that. first and foremost is what we have to deal with is our concept of God. Because if you believe your God deceives...
Set it up.
Excuse me, listen.
Set up a debate.
This is the debate.
No, you can't. You're changing topics from one second to the next.
David, you're interrupting when I'm
What
speaking.
were we talking about?
David, you are very rude. You're very rude, David. David,
changes the topic.
Exactly.
David,
He wants a new debate on a topic.
you are very rude. When it's my turn to speak, guess what? He interrupts. Now, I'm not going to generalize. I want you to listen.
This already today.
Right. David, listen.
All right. I say on camera.
No, David,
You want to
don't run away.
debate?
Don't run away.
You want to debate the concept of God? Set it up.
Don't run away, David.
You can't handle the
Mansoor,
question.
how can I?
Run away.
Okay, hold on.
How can I not?
Okay, can I tell you what?
How can I not handle
The
it when I'm
debate is about the
challenging
thing
him?
that you said
Just give him a
on
chance.
the ladder.
You have a question. You give you a chance. Just ask him.
Why are you so afraid? Relax. Take a deep
Nobody
breath.
can force anybody
Isn't
to
it?
say other religion.
If you
Your
wanted to talk
religion
about
is
the
your
topic,
religion.
listen.
Just give him a chance. When he finish, then don't distract him, please.
he wants to go to a different topic.
No, I'm
He
not.
wants to change the topic. He's a
David,
chronic.
relax, David.
He's a chronic
Don't
topic
be-
changer.
Relax. Relax.
And it makes me
David,
think.
relax.
It makes me think you can
Are
answer
you
the
going to let me
question.
speak or what? Why are you so
No,
rude?
I'm going to walk away. If you don't want
Walk
to debate,
away
we'll
then.
debate.
Walk away then.
Bye-bye, go.
It's no point. You're not worthy of a debate, are you? You're not worthy. You go.
I'll also be at Speaker's Corner this Sunday, in case any of you think you're good enough and smart enough and loud enough to take down the Dizzle. Bring your ladders.